Jeremy Poirier, CEO of Golden Independence Mining. It's a pleasure to have you on today, Jeremy. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I'm excited to have you on the channel. Can you start by giving us a quick introduction to Golden Independence, along with telling us a little bit more about the company and what you do?
Absolutely. Golden Independence flagship asset is in Nevada in the Battle Mountain Gold District. It's owned by Nevada Gold Mines. And as I said, it's directly within their plan of operations, which gives us a fast track to permitting. The project encompasses about 1.4 million ounces of global gold, part of that being a near surface low-grade oxide that we have a PEA on, and then a deep high-grade skarn, which is about 800,000 ounces. So combined, it's right around 1.4 million ounces of gold.
Significant resource. So, the company recently announced they have expanded their Napoleon project in BC. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Absolutely. The project in Nevada that I mentioned, the Independence project, we own 51% of it. We are the operator, but the company was looking for a project that it owned 100% of. So we were able to acquire that project for shares. There's no underlying royalty, and we're just starting a small program now, which once we've done that, we'll be able to talk about what a larger program would look like.
The company currently has two projects, one in Nevada and one in British Columbia. As you know, these are both top-tier mining jurisdictions. Can you tell us a little bit more about these projects?
Yeah, the one in British Columbia, it would be a high-grade gold project. It's right near a past-producing mine. It's had drilling on it recently. So it's a project that, like I said, we own 100% of, and that we can move forward on our own. The project in Nevada, as I mentioned, it's within the plan of operations of Nevada Gold Mines. It has a significant resource. There's an asset there. You can fast track the permitting. There's a PEA there for the near surface oxide. So you really have a real advanced stage story in Nevada, which is a great mining jurisdiction. And then you have a high grade story, which is 100% owned in British Columbia.
So the company seems to have a highly experienced management team. Can you tell us a bit more about the key members and what they bring to the table?
Well, myself, I've been in the capital markets for about 20 years. Most recently, I had a lithium company called Bearing Lithium. We advanced that project in Chile. About $60 million was spent. We advanced it to a DFS, and it was recently sold to our Australian partners, Lithium Power. And prior to that, we had a lithium project in Nevada called Pure Energy Minerals. We found a resource next to the only producing lithium mine within the United States at the time, and eventually we actually did an offtake agreement with Tesla. So I'm familiar with the CEO role, and I'm also familiar working in Nevada, which is a great place to work. And then, if you look at our bench strength, you have a number of geologists on the board of directors, and experienced CFO and advisory as well. So we have guys we can turn to that have the relevant experience to advance these projects.
That's good to know. So let's talk about gold now. So it's been a pretty good year for gold. Gold's shown pretty nice strength so far, especially with all the volatility in the markets. Where do we go from here? What are some of the things to look for, in your opinion?
Yeah, obviously, as you touched on, gold has had a good year to date. I don't think that's that surprising, with the volatility out there. You obviously have a war in Europe going on. You have a second war that started in Sudan. So you have that global conflict. You have deficit spending, money printing in a lot of countries. That's debasing most of those currencies, which is obviously good for the value of gold. And then you have all these banking crises, right? With as fast as the central banks have raised interest rates, it's put a lot of pressure on banks. And anytime there's any global instability, gold does well, and it looks like that instability is here to stay. So I'm not going to say that gold's the only place that opportunity right now, but I think that it's proving to be a safe haven.
Definitely in the same boat as you, very bullish on gold. So finally, where's the best place for investors and prospective shareholders to find out more information on the company?
Yeah, it's goldenindependence.co. So it's not .com, it's .co. So just make note of that. And they can get a hold of management, download the investor presentation, or just find more information on our projects.
Jeremy, well, thank you for all that information. Best of luck with your projects this year, and look forward to having you back on in the near future.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.